This question says, which of the following is an irrational number? I went ahead and put the definitions up here for you. A rational number is a decimal that does end or repeat, and it can be written as a fraction of integers. An irrational number is a non-terminating, non-repeating decimal. So it's a decimal that does not end and it does not repeat, and it cannot be written as a fraction of integers. I should have put of integers there. That's important. But if we look at each of these, I'm going to turn each of these into decimals to see if they end or repeat. That's the easiest method for me. So this first one is already a decimal, and I do see that it repeats. It says 8.343434. You could rewrite that as 8.34 repeating. So this one is rational. 13 over the square root of 25. The square root of 25 equals 5. So you could rewrite this as 13 over 5, and that is a fraction of integers. That is going to be rational, but you could also type it in, and I would encourage you to type any in that you're not sure. Square root of 25, and you would see that that is a decimal that ends. That equals 2.6. That decimal ends, so it is rational. Now 2 pi over 7 pi. If you know a little bit about dividing, you know that those pi's are going to cancel, because anytime you divide the top and the bottom by the same thing, it cancels. But even if you don't remember that, you can type it in exactly how it looks. 2 pi divided by 7 pi. And then, and then that is going to reduce to the fraction 2 over 7. Or you can see, well, it's hard to see here, but this actually repeats. 285714, 285714. That is a fraction, or that's a decimal that repeats. So that one is also rational. And then the last one, the square root of 25. Let's turn that into a decimal. I said 25. I meant the square root of 75. This decimal does not end, but let's see if it repeats. Nope, it doesn't repeat, and you can't turn it into a fraction. Notice there's no fraction option. On this one, it looks like it doesn't end, but you could turn that into a fraction, so it is rational. When it's irrational, you will not be able to turn it into a fraction, so it won't have that fraction button there. So this one is our irrational answer. Anytime you have a square root that's not a perfect square, it is going to be irrational.